What is up, you guys? Doing a re-review on the Marvel Legends 3 3/4 inch Daredevil. Just comes with the two batons. They look nice. These look like the 6-inch figures version. I think they just probably shrunk them down and made them for the 3 3/4 inch figure, or the size for the 3 3/4 inch figure. However, these two can peg, or there is a port here that can peg both of them together, making it into one whole thing. And I do like that. Even though this is a 3 3/4 inch, we are allowed to do that, so that's cool. They do fit nicely in the holster, and again, this is the only accessory that this figure comes with. Kind of a shame, but what else would a Daredevil come with? But as you can see, they do fit in the holster nicely, so that's good. I like that. That's quite nice. But the figure actually looks great in my opinion, and I do enjoy this costume. I wish that the Netflix series had actually used some type of costume that kind of looked like this, especially since this is probably one of the first Daredevil costumes that we had seen in the comics. Correct me if I'm wrong, or my editor will probably correct me if I'm wrong, but this is probably a nice costume in my opinion, and I did grow fond to it, especially since I have this figure. I do love the yellow type of mustardy type of color, and then the dark maroon, I'm guessing. Is it a red? It's a dark red. But let's take a look at the face. So I do like this. In season 3, I wondered how Bullseye would see out of this, out of these eyes, and then I thought, well, in real life, Charlie Cox, if that's his name, Charlie has to see out of the mask too. He's not blind in real life, you know. So I was thinking about that, and it's quite funny. I mixed fiction and reality into one. But I do like how the big D came out. I don't like how it's too glossy. Because of the gloss, you can't see the D a lot, I think, right? Well, I mean, in the shadows, it's nice, but when the light is hitting it, you can't see the D too much. We have seen this body mold before, has been used a lot. Especially with these bulky figures, or figures that need muscle type of definition. Wish that the arms did bend in a little bit more, but you know, other than that, that's fine. I do like the color overall, and the painting is good as well. You can tell that the boots are a bit glossier than the feet, and I don't like that, but it's a minor detail. It's kind of like the shorts as well, where you can tell this is glossier than the shorts, or you can tell it's a different paint type of thing. But I do like that they sculpted in the lines there on the head. That's good too. I like that they didn't forget to add the horns, so that's good too. I like that this is sculpted in as well. They could have just painted it, but they sculpted, so that's good. I like the muscle definition. This is a very I think this is a good body mold for Daredevil, in my opinion. I think it's nice. But looking at the holster, there is a strap that goes around like that. Then the belt buckle, I don't know if it's plain in the comic books, but if it is, that's good. They left it plain. You can shift it up, down, but you know, I like to keep it down there. I think it's good there. Right, let's get to the articulation. So for articulation, this figure does look up that far, which is good. It does look down that far, which is also good. A little bit of head pivoting, not too much. Does turn side to side, which is also good. The arm does move out about that far. Has a swivel as well, so you can rotate the whole arm. And then has an upper arm swivel, which is good as well. Sorry, this is a very small figure. Has a single jointed elbow that bends in more than 90 degrees, which is pretty awesome. I like that. And then he has a wrist rotation that rotates 360, but it doesn't hinge up and down or anything. One thing that confuses me is why this has a trigger fingers. I guess they used it from a different figure or something, but it's kind of weird, you know. It's kind of strange. For diaphragm joint, he does go forward that far, does go back that far as well. I do wish that they painted some of the D here as well. That would have looked nice. But then he has rotation at the waist, so that's cool. Rotates 360, kicks forward that far, kicks back just a tiny bit, has an upper thigh cut, but the articulation is hindered um, due to the club's holster, so that's pretty bad. However, over here it's not hindered, so that's good. Then he has double jointed knees. I already said upper thigh cut. He has boot rotation, which is pretty great. His ankles does move down, moves up, and he has ankle pivot. The figure is at least about 4, bit taller than 4 inches, probably 4.5. I'd have to say, close to 4.5. So that's good. I do like that. So that's a good scaling for this figure. Now let's compare him to other figures that I have. Here is Daredevil compared to Doctor Strange, another New York superhero. I do like this scaling. If this was, if this was the Doctor Strange and the Daredevil from the MCU. I wish that the MCU had released 3 3/4 inch figures for the Netflix shows. It would have been quite nice. I would have liked it, and I would have probably gotten them as fast as I could. But I do have a 6 inch. I do have the 6-inch 2-pack from Luke Cage, so I might review those later on. But I do like the size comparison here, and I do like the scaling. Here's Daredevil compared to another New York superhero, the PS4 Spider-Man from the Spider-Man game that was released recently, or how long ago was it? But I might do a review on these two because I didn't like the review that I did earlier on both of them. So yeah, heads up on that. Overall, I do enjoy this figure. One thing I did forget to mention is the dots, the dots that are painted on this figure. I do like that. I like these, but in the end, I do enjoy this figure. I do recommend him. He is great, and this figure made me love this yellow mustard type of colored look. So yeah, I do recommend it. I do love this figure, and this is my re-review. Alright then, if you like the video, go ahead and like it. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. If you want more content, just let me know. Alright, bye guys.